Hey, everybody out there in YouTube land, it's your friendly neighborhood reactioneer, just a guy trying to get his piece of the piece. Elvis Sunday. Oh my gosh, just even saying those words somehow elicits a unique response from yours truly. This is another collaboration between myself and the inimitable Leon Smith, who runs the Ultimate Elvis channel. I'll include a link in the description. Visit it, support his work. He's got a lot of great stuff going on there, and it continues to evolve, and love it, love it, love it. So for those of you who are new to these types of collaborations, this is basically what happens. Myself, the relative novice in the world of Elvis, reacts to the material, and then Leon, who has the expertise going for him, gives supplemental commentary. So I think between both forces combined, we give a pretty interesting perspective. And today's package includes selections that were to be included in Elvis on Tour, but didn't quite make the final cut. So it's going to be 3 videos, 1 song. We're going to start with Big Hunk O Love, but before we do, please subscribe if you haven't done so, and also hit that like button. Visit us in the comment section. Tell an Elvis friend that we got some cool stuff going on over here. Let's get down to the music. Big Hunk O Love.
Hey baby, I ain't asking much of you. Oh no, 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 baby, I ain't asking much of you. Well, just a bigger hunk of love will do.
Oh, I did. Oh God, wait, I gotta go back before we get too deep into this, man. The way he just sang that. I mean, remember how I said the man of 1,000 voices? This is, oh my gosh.
Bigger hunk of love will do. I'll be a stingy little mama. You about to start my half to death. You can spare a kiss or two, but sit up and laughing on a baby. I ain't asking much of you. Just a bigger hunk of love will do. Will do. You're born beehive, filled with honey to the top. Well, I ain't greedy, baby. All I want is all you got on a baby. I ain't asking much of you. Well, just a bigger hunk of love will do. Will do. Oh. Pocket, I got a rabbit's foot around my wrist, and I can have everything well, like a charm could bring. I had to give me a little for free kiss and a baby. I ain't asking much of you. Just a bigger hunk of love will do, will do. Just a bigger hunk of love will do, will do. Just a bigger hunk of love will do. Now that we're thoroughly confused, let's do it again. Whoa. Let me unplug him. Mention it, man. He is off to the races. Okay. Yeah. Hey baby, I ain't asking much of you. Oh no, baby, I ain't asking much of you. Oh, it's a bigger hunk of love will do. Don't be a stingy little mama. You about to starve me half to death. You can sparrow kisses to a silver penny lemon on a baby. I ain't asking much of you. Just a big hunk of love. Will do, will do. It is the natural born beehive, filled with honey to the top. I ain't greedy, baby, all I want is all you got, baby. I ain't asking much of you. Yeah, just a big hunk of love. Will do, will do. Go. Got a wishbone in my pocket, got a rabbit's foot around my wrist, and I can have everything my lucky charm could bring. Baby, give me just one sweet kiss and baby. I ain't asking much of you. Well, just a big hunk of love. Will do, will do. Just a big hunk of love. Will do, will do. Just a big hunk of love. Will do.
And that drum outro, that's something. That's some righteous sizzle there, man. Telling you what, there is nothing like being able to peer through the mist of history and get kind of a visual and spiritual snapshot of an ultimate happening. And that's what it's like when we kind of, you know, dive into these sacred moments in Elvis history. Oh my God, how great. I just love it, love it, love it. We're going to move on to Burning Love. Let's do it.
Lord of mercy, I feel my temperature rising. Higher, higher, it's burning through to my soul. Set me on fire. My brain is flaming, I don't know which way to go. Your kisses lift me higher, like the sweet song of a choir. And you light my morning sky, burning love. Yeah. Ooh, I feel my temperature rising. Must be 109. Burning, 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 and nothing can cool me. I just might turn to smoke, but I feel fine. Your kisses lift me higher, the sweet song of a choir. You light my morning sky, burning love.
I've always loved that bridge. It just,
It's coming closer, flames are now licking my body. Won't you help me? I feel like I'm slipping away. It's hard to breathe, my chest keeps heaving. Lord of mercy. Anyway, like the sweet song of a choir, you light my morning sky, burning love. Sorry, hold it. It's one more. Burning love, light my morning sun, burning love. Burning love. I'm just a hunk of burning love. Got one more burning love in it. Okay, let's do it again.
Okay, who's belting out that high note? Please let me know in the comments section because they're not showing it on camera.
Hunk of burning love. Hunk of burning love. Hunk of burning love. Hunk of Mr. Hunk of burning love. Hunk of burning love. Mr. Hunk of burning love.
I like this little, oh, I love that little way it faded out.
But how are we going to fade it on stage? Yeah. No.
Good question. How would they do a fade like that on stage? Especially like Elvis. He's known for those like ultimate crushing outros on stage that are just thunderous in nature. So interesting question. And I can't get enough of this. We're going to move on to our next selection. Proud Mary. Let's do it. How he kicked it up there.
Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling,
Again.
rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river. Rolling, rolling, rolling on the river.
That was cool. Oh. I take it Elvis was a Coca-Cola man over a Pepsi man. Please let me know if you do know the answer to that question, because I've seen him drink out of a Coca-Cola cup before. And I'm a Coke Zero guy myself. And what does that have to do with what we're talking about? I don't know. So maybe it's time to move on to the next song, the final one. Now, this is an audio-only version. And this is Young and Beautiful. So let's get down to the greatness.
Beautiful. And you'll be forever young and beautiful to me. You're so young and you're beautiful, and I love you so. Your lips so red, your eyes that shine, shame the stars that glow. So fill these lonely arms of mine and kiss me tenderly. Then you'll be forever young and beautiful. You're so young and beautiful. You're everything I love. Your angel smile, your gentle touch are all I'm dreaming of. Oh, take this heart I offer you and never set me free. Then you'll be forever young and beautiful to me. Then you'll be forever young and beautiful. Damn, what is this thing? Not that much. To me.
Wow, short but sweet, very saccharine. Loved it. Okay, wonder why there wasn't video film for that. But anyway, we're going to now turn it over to Leon Smith. Leon, take it away, sir.
Elvis very rarely rehearsed outside Las Vegas, and the reason for this being that usually new songs were added to the set list during a Las Vegas opening night or somewhere close to the opening night show. One exception to that was during the production of Elvis on Tour, where a recording session was arranged in RCA Studio A on the 31st of March 1972, where MGM could capture in the rehearsing environment. Now, this rehearsal took place just a week before the tour began, and amongst that was a new song that Elvis wanted to introduce to the show during that run. But we'll get to that song in a minute or two. The first song that we've just seen in this batch was a Big Hunk O Love. Now, it's obviously a 50s hit for Elvis, but he never introduced it to the live show until the 26th of January 1972, another Las Vegas opening show. Now, this song is one that Brett and I covered during our analysis of that particular show. So go and listen to that and you'll hear an absolutely magnificent rendition of A Big Hunk O Love, which kind of proves that Elvis in the 1970s really could still do rock and roll. The version that we seen within the movie was taken from the Hampton Road show on the 9th of April 1972, the very first show that MGM filmed. Now, you can see during this rehearsal of Big Hunk that Elvis is still getting his teeth right into the song and really enjoying performing it, which is in a strange way that Elvis only had the song in his set list for 2 years, because it was 2 years to the day since it was introduced on the 26th of January 1974 that he did his final rendition, and again in Las Vegas. Now, the second song that we saw was Burning Love. Now, Burning Love was only performed twice in the upcoming tour, and I don't think it's any coincidence that both versions were when MGM's cameras were present. Very first live version is one that we featured a couple of weeks ago, when Elvis is still struggling with the lyrics. He has a lyric sheet in hand, and they really struggled to get the ending right. The actual version that was included in the movie was from San Antone on the 18th of April, and by this time Elvis still needs the lyric sheet, but they've got the ending locked down, and he's a bit more comfortable with the lyrics. But you can see during this rehearsal that Elvis is still struggling with the lyrics. But he gets there in the end, of course. The song did flit in and out of the set list for the next few years, before the final rendition on the 25th of October 1976 in Fort Wayne. But it has to be said, of course, the most famous version of Burning Love is probably from the Aloha from Hawaii show, when Elvis dropped his usual second song, being I Got a Woman, and replaced it with Burning Love. The third song that we just saw was Creedence Clearwater Revival's Proud Mary. Now, Elvis had introduced that to his set list in 1970 during another Las Vegas opening show, the 26th of January 1970. That particular version was a lot slower than the one that we saw there, and it had a verse omitted. By 1971, the tempo had increased and the extra verse had come in. But Elvis was still enjoying singing Proud Mary at this point, and we saw a fantastic film version on the 18th of April 1972 from San Antone within the On Tour movie. You can still see within this rehearsal rendition, the fun that Elvis is having with the song. But this was actually the second version during that rehearsal. The first version he opened the rehearsal with, but MGM's cameras weren't rolling at that moment, so this was the only one that was captured. The final song included didn't have any video, but really had to be included because of its rarity and how good it actually was. And that is, of course, Young and Beautiful from Jail, which was originally from the Jailhouse Rock movie in 1957. Elvis had recorded his original version on the 30th of April 1957 in Radio Recorders. Now, this rehearsal rendition is comparable in quality to that of the original. It starts off a little bit jokingly, but Elvis really gets his teeth into it and gives an absolute serious rendition. And listening to how heartfelt and really seriously Elvis took this particular version, it really is a pity that there are only 4 known live renditions. I mean, how good would it have been to have seen that during the filming of On Tour?
Okay, and thank you very much, Leon. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Get your piece of the piece. Check out Leon's channel. I have it in the description section. And most importantly, stay safe out there. God bless.